Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Northside Plow with Pop One Podcast, here with another regional deck profile from Pop One Podcast only. Jordan, dude. And
finally.
It's so awesome that you hit top 16 in Mendenhall, Mississippi, one of TCG. Shout out Fry, we love that dude.
Yep.
It was a super great event. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, it was a great event. We had over 130 players.
Mm-hmm.
We had Team Empire, Team Inspire, shout out to them. Team Pandemonium Gaming was there. Plus, Team APS even.
Yeah,
so,
APS, Goo Gaming was there.
Goo Gaming was there. Yep.
It was a lot. It was stacked. It was stacked. A lot of good players. It was a fun day too. You got to play some decks you wouldn't expect. Like your deck.
Yeah.
Wouldn't expect to play it. What'd you play out there?
So I know how I've been doing everything lately. We did not play Sprite. We did not play Illich. We actually played Dragon Link, a combo deck. I know it's a shock to everybody. But yeah, deck ran really, really smooth. 42 cards. Shout out to Preston with Pop One. Great sponsor. He did all kinds of swag and stickers and everything at the event. Got a bunch of people on board. Shout out to the team. Alex Valita, who got top 16 as well. And then Danny, who got top 4. And huge shout out to Michael Murphy on the team as well. Been playing the deck about a month. Was not confident at all, even Wednesday. And he's like, dude, I got you. I'm going to come over Thursday. We're going to spend a few hours learning the combos, getting the build right and everything like that. And if it wasn't for him, we'd be good. Sad enough, he didn't do too well. His hand bricked. He played a different deck, believe it or not. If y'all were there, y'all know what it was. It was not Floowandereeze, even though his hand acted like it was playing Floowandereeze. It bricked a lot, but we won't talk about that. We'll get into the profile. So, played 42 cards. Most of it is your typical standard Dragon Link, except for a little bit of the non-engine, and there's like a card or two that people are kind of controversial on. So, we played Triple Lubellion, Triple Soraneer, 1 Magna, 1 Druis, and then the Regained. The only thing that's kind of different, a lot of people are conflicted between 1 and 3 of this. I think there's too many decks that the Bestials are just not good against. Rescue Ace, Floowandereeze, like a bunch of your other top decks and stuff. I never missed multiples. Of course, out of 8 rounds, I played against 8 different decks. So Bestials were good in some things, but you always end up adding it at the end. So you always have it, and then usually you can kill your opponent on the next turn. And we played typical 3 black metal, 1 red MD. Was testing the Meteor Dragon package, and it was just too many bricks. The Gamma, the Driver, or you're playing against Tier. They mill you, you mill the Driver. Now you got a dead card that you're hoping that you can actually get to Ravine to pitch. So this was perfect. The Chaos package, got to play the 3 Safers. And I know what everybody's gonna say. We're trying to play the deck, so our rarities are horrible, but we're getting there. So 3 Safers, 1 black, 1 white, 1 Levy, and 1 Chaos Space. These were great. This card is broken, but I only saw it 2 times the entire event, but it was able to make me let me extend to be able to kill on the next turn. Then we've got the 2 field spells, Ravine, Boot. Not in my hand as much as it has been lately, so that was very nice. It's super cool though when you get drolled and you automatically have this in your hand and you're like, cool, I don't care about droll. The rocket package, 2 tracer, yes, mixed rarities, hate me. Caliber, recharger, abs, and then of course the 3 quick launch. I feel like you need to play Caliber because there's too many times where you need that extra tuner to extend into, or you don't need the tracer pop, say on your opponent's turn, just to bring out something and then you have another body. Its hand effect never came up, but I didn't hardly ever draw it. And then the non-engine, we played hand traps. We played 3 Ash, 3 Droll in the main, 3 Nib, and 3 Imperm. I know Nib isn't good against everything, Droll isn't good against everything, but out of 8 matches, this was actually really good against 5 of them. I did win 6 out of 8 dice rolls, but however, I only won 2 of those game 1s. So did I really win 6 dice rolls? But Droll was able to help out a lot, especially I had like 3 or 4 brick hands where I open unplayable, but I had enough hand traps to be able to stop my opponent and then be able to utilize the Bestials, because that was an issue that I was having, was you didn't have a way to get your Bestial engine rolling because your opponent didn't have anything, you didn't be able to play anything, but you were able to stop your opponent. So 42 cards. Extra deck is pretty much usual. 1 striker, 1 pisty, 1 rom, 1 seal. You only need 1 seal because you can add it back with regained. And so once you get the regained out and everything, you banish it and then put it back in your extra deck so you're fine. Triple burst. Borland only came up once in round 1, where I had too many monsters, so I just took them all in Borland to finish my opponent off. The broken cards. So pretty much what I did with this deck is I played more mid-range than like super wombo combo. So my turn 1 board was always seal, IP, regained with Druid Swarm in hand, probably multiple hand traps as well. And that's actually like pretty insane. It doesn't look that much, but it was really, really good. It was hard for opponents to break. Dark came up a few times. Access code. We all know Dispatter. Dispatter's amazing. This was probably the MVP. A lot of people are cutting Barone or think that it's not needed, but I made this card like 6 times in the tournament, and it was broken. Round 7, I played against Flu, and if I did not have Barone, I would not have won that game. Chaos Angel. Later on in the tournament, this was actually better. This card actually helps play through Shifter. I got shifted 4 turns in a row with Flu, and then even game 3 out, I got shifted. But if you can like Bestial the Shifter in the grave, like say with a Magnamut, and then add Safer, you can normal the Safer and make it with Light and Dark, so you can at least put it in defense, banish the Impen, and then try to extend from there. And then Savage, and I'm not amazing with the deck, so we decided to put the Scarlight in the extra deck instead of the side, or even play it at all, because I felt like I needed all 15 side deck spots, and this card only came up once against Flu. Was able to get over the Impen, and then time got called, and I was able to have the Barone in defense, normal summon a monster, he goes Eaglin, and then I negate it with Barone, Tracer Pop, make this, and send both of them for 1,000 for game.
Nice.
So only came up once, but it came up, of course.
It came up.
And then side deck. Side deck was very good for side patterns. Like I said, shout out again to Michael Murphy. So everything's got a spot. Only 2 things came up in the entire match. We got Feather Duster, Double Lightning Storm. You need this against your back row decks, Flu, all that kind of stuff. Never saw any of it the entire tournament. The cards that I did see though was Triple Veiler and Triple Crow. So Veiler obviously isn't good against most matchups, but it's for the rescue ace, you gotta have it. And then Crow against any of your great graveyard decks. It worked well against Sky Striker. I played Sky Striker round 6, and he tried to run with Shizuku, run over my SP Little Knight, and I was like, cool, on attack deck, Crow one of your spells to where it at least crashed, and I had already bestialed his Ray out of grave, so that was nice. We decided on 3 Book of Eclipse. I'm not playing Thrust. I think this deck does better with hand traps more than your Thrust and everything. Plus, when you go first, the only thing you can set is Imperm. So Book of Eclipse was in here for both the Pearly matchup, but also Manadium. Luckily, I dodged both of those decks, so this never came in. It came in once against a pure Snake Eye deck round 1. That was very interesting.
Okay.
And then 1 Talents and double Raigeki.
Okay.
So the Talents was basically just a 15th card against your heavy hand trap decks. It's good, obviously, going first. You don't want to see multiples of them, and then going second, it can help break boards. And the Raigekis, we needed something more against Manadium, but you can also hit Dragon Link with it because most people are ending on IP Seals Pass. And then also your Flu matchup and everything.
Okay.
So deck was really solid. Like I said, the Veilers and the Crows were the only side deck cards that I ended up seeing the entire tournament. Like I said, won 6 out of 8 dice rolls, but only took 2 game 1s, so I had to backdoor it every single time pretty much. So for matchups, round 1 we played against pure Snake Eye. It kind of reminded me of Infernoid, but it didn't have all the graveyard effects and everything. I ended up 2-0ing that. Round 2 played against Infernoble, won the dice roll and made the board. He played through it. Game 2, I was able to get him, and then Game 3, I had Droll whenever he museumed, so then I was able to do my stuff, and on Seal's IP pass, and then just Seal's pass, he Durandalled, added a hand, and I drew the Droll for the previous turn, so I was able to get him. Round 3 was my first loss against Tyr. I know it seems like Dragon Link is a good matchup against Tyr, but with only one Magnemite, you don't have as many Bestials, and he had everything he needed. So lost to that one, got 2-0'd. Round 4, we played against, shout out to Tyler, Rescue Ace. He'll tell you I played Solitaire. He opened bad hands, and then I was able to triple hand trap and push through. Round 5, I've played against Unchained. Super crazy match. At the very end, we had a time extension for slow play, and we were kind of rushing and everything. And if I would have ashed the Dark Contract, I would have won that game, but we were playing fast, and I looked past it. Round 6 played against Sky Striker, and which was interesting. Ended up going to game 3 on that one, but getting it. And then round 7, we played against Flu. And ended up getting him right on time with the Scarlight.
You win the time, yeah.
And then round 8 actually had to play against Grim on the team.
Yeah.
His crazy Synchron deck, I don't even know what it does, honestly. Won the dice roll, was able to get through it with Seal IP regained, 2-3 hand traps. Game 2, 22 hand traps in. See, 1 imperm. That is not going to stop that. And then game 3, I had Droll Nib Ash. Yeah. Plus the full bore, so I was able to get through that. So overall, a great event. Everybody was super cool, super nice. Got a bunch of followers and everything. So like, subscribe to the channel. For sure. Check into the Twitch. We'll be doing another flip deck here pretty soon because we've been killing it. And then like I said, shout out to the team and everybody. Shout out to my girlfriend Maylon for letting me go to these events and everything like that. She wanted to play, but she was like, "Yeah, I'm not ready." So, and yeah, that's everything. So I'm going to keep messing with this deck. Feel like Sprite's unplayable right now. And then, 25 decks in the format, can't play Eldritch. So,
yeah, it's wild.
So it felt good to play a combo deck because I am not a combo player. So even though we played it more mid-rangey, you can extend and push through hand traps and stuff. So it was, felt really good to play something new.
Yeah, man, and it's awesome to see you go out there and play something new and grind with it, man. Get to the top with it.
And got invite. Like I said, I mean, it would have been nice to get the mat or the deck box, but honestly, I was not even expecting the top just because of my comfortability with the deck. But Michael helped me out and everything, and of course, you know how it goes. 8 rounds. By the round 4 or 5, you keep learning and learning while you're playing, and it paid off.
Definitely, man. So, and with that being said, everybody on the team has invites now. So
yep, the whole team's got invites.
We're going to be getting prepared for nationals this year and see what we can do, man.
Yeah, we got together a lot more as a team, did a bunch of testing and stuff like that, and I think it really helped. Even just watching the other teammates play and everything, learning the interactions and everything like that. Yeah, just get with your friends and everything like that. Try different decks, different interactions and stuff, and it definitely helps to know, like, it's a heavy hand trap format, so if you mess up one hand trap, you're at a wrong spot, you're cooked. So
all right, Jay, we appreciate it, man.
All right, thanks. Take care.
Next time.